How is all of this in one little part of Central Oregon? Join us for 24 hours of van life as we explore one of the emptiest corners of the country, a place with more epic viewpoints than people. From the Painted Hills and the John Day fossil beds to the remote Strawberry Mountains, this little stretch of Oregon has to be one of the most overlooked and surprising places we've ever seen. Good morning.
Good morning.
We are in Central Oregon, and today we are just outside of Painted Hills, and we're gonna go explore there today. I've been there a few years ago, and I really liked it. It's a really small park, but it's really cool.
And Central Oregon, just overall, it's such a unique place, and not many people visit it. We're gonna go to some kind of different and unique places today, and I think it's gonna be a fun day. And also the weather has...
Oh, it got so warm in the last few days.
It's kind of incredible. Like, it was just around freezing, and then like 2 hours later it was like 75 degrees, which is probably the fastest warm up to that kind of temperature I've ever experienced. So I mean, it's morning still, so it's, you know, still a little bit chilly this morning.
No,
but
I'm not chilly at all. I'm actually really warm in this sweater.
yeah, in the coat I'm warm, but it's not quite t-shirt weather yet, but this afternoon it will be for sure, which is crazy because it's March like 16th, something like that. 18th, yeah, which shouldn't be like this. Or really high elevation. It should be maybe even snowy. It's so peaceful this morning. I love the bird sounds.
Yeah, and the sun feels nice.
Mm-hmm.
We're in Painted Hills now, and we're gonna do a few hikes here before we head on to another destination. Our first hike is Leaf Fossil Trail. Guys, this is a really long trail. I don't know if I can do it.
Yeah. I think it's gonna be tough. Quarter mile. Whew.
Yeah, elevation gain, none.
Yeah.
I think this is the first time I've been around juniper trees for like a long period of time, and in the spring. And I don't think my lungs like it very much.
Yeah, I don't really get allergies either, but
yeah, I never
this time
get
of year,
allergies.
Junipers release just an insane amount of pollen.
The air just
it
feels
even
like
gets me.
The air feels thick.
Yeah.
To breathe, and it feels like perfumey almost.
Yeah, I agree.
Very strong. They're very beautiful trees.
Makes my eyes like water, and makes me all congested.
For me, it's just my throat. Like, it's making me like cough a little bit more. But the trees are really pretty, but
yeah, they have nice berries. And
I don't love them in the spring, that's for sure.
You can see all the berries there.
They're like an icy blue.
When we saw them yesterday, like when they combine with the green of the tree, they make a kind of a shade from a distance similar to the van. So we're thinking maybe finally we have a name for the van and juniper.
After 2 years?
Yeah, it's bad. But in, you know, kind of looking up closer, they're so blue, so I don't know.
They're more closer to like a purpley blue, as where our van is like
very
a green blue.
Very sage.
So, yeah, two different. Can't be called juniper.
Yeah.
Although I like the name juniper. There's some cool fossils on here.
Apparently the hill behind us is full of plant fossils. Can I spot any just from guessing not? We should go find a place to collect fossils sometime. It'd be fun. I think there's lots of places out in this area where you can go out on BLM land and find a bunch of fossils. Well, we're about halfway through this trek, and thankfully there's a bench here so I can just die here for
Shall we take a break?
3 hours.
You're so funny. This place is really pretty though.
Mm-hmm.
I do really like the trees.
Yeah, they're really beautiful. And right now all the birds are singing, and there's actually butterflies out and some flowers blooming. It's kind of crazy.
We're at the next trail now. We're gonna do Painted Cove Trail. I think this is the most popular hike here, right?
Probably.
Or the most Instagram worthy hike.
Yeah.
Instagrammable, whatever.
But Krista,
that's a cool one.
There's no sign telling me how long it is. How am I to know if I can make it?
I don't know. I guess we'll have to go and find out. We'll start with the boardwalk way. The hill's like half green, half reddish.
Yeah, it's pretty. so unique. It's like walking into like, I don't know, a painting almost.
I know you're not allowed to walk on this, but I'm sure it would feel really cool
Oh,
too.
the crunch would be amazing.
And I feel like this would be so much more saturated with color when it rains.
Yeah. Look at, there's already some yellow fritillaria and some prairie stars and some buckwheat over there.
Oh, that hill back there is like kind of pink. That's cool. The contrast of these colors is really cool.
Yeah.
Like the orange and then the kind of purpley pink and then the
Green
and red.
Brown.
This kind of reminds me of Bentonite Hills in Utah, but the texture of the landscape's very different. But like the hills and like the spirally colors and stuff is similar.
Yeah, I agree. I think the Bentonite Hills are cooler in some ways, but less cool in others. I think the area we're going to show you next is really unique and pretty special. He's enjoying this weather probably more than us. He's had a long, cold winter.
All right, I think this is our last hike here.
Yep.
There are some other hikes here, longer hikes, I think. One is like up that hill back there.
Yeah, there's some other different ones, but we want to show you some more cool places, and we only have limited daylight, so we figure we'll move on so you can get to see a couple extra cool places.
Right now we're doing, I think, what is the main trail here, or seems like the main trail.
Yeah, it's got the main painted hills, which are so unique and really kind of spectacular.
This is only half a mile. It's a very wide open trail. You can see all kinds of tracks going up that one hill.
Could be from people, could be from animals. Who knows?
Hard to tell from here. Kind of looks like people tracks.
Yeah.
Made it to the end of the trail.
I think the colors even pop more up here.
I think so, yeah.
It's really pretty.
It really does look like brush strokes. Like the black parts, like the grayish black.
All the layers. I really like it.
It's cool.
I think in different light, like the yellows can look more green and the reds can look more purple.
So we have about 3 hours until we're at our next destination.
Something
Strawberry
like that,
Mountain.
yeah.
But first we have 4 important stops to make. First, we need water. We need Subway. We are stopping at a big blue rock.
Blue Cove.
And most importantly, I need an iced tea. It's perfect.
Cheers.
Some pronghorns over on the hill over there, but you can't really see them with the camera. They're very far away.
Yeah. I love pronghorns though.
They're cute.
Did you know they're the second fastest animal on Earth?
Really?
Yep.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, just behind the cheetah.
Wow.
Pretty cool. There's so many cool facts about pronghorns. I don't remember them all off the top of my head, but definitely look them up. You'll be blown away.
Even though everyone calls them antelope, pronghorn are actually something completely different. The last surviving member of their own family, found only in North America. They can hit speeds of up to 60 miles an hour, and some scientists think they evolved to outrun an extinct American cheetah.
Big wall of rock. This is a really unique little section of the John Day Fossil Beds National Monument. It's just this gorge where the road goes through. It's called Picture Gorge, and it's definitely worth some pictures. So I saw two little specks way up there at the very tip of the mountain there. And I got really excited because I zoomed in with my small lens on the camera and I was like, whoa, those are mountain goats. And this does not at all seem like a mountain goat place. It's like a bighorn sheep area. So I went and dug my big lens out and was super excited to get some shots of that. And they're just domesticated goats. It's a herd of actual goats up there.
It's still cool that there's ghosts up there. I was expecting you to say that it was rocks or something.
No, but I'm disappointed. Like, all dug out this lens for nothing.
I was waiting for something much worse than it's just goats.
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't even know how he spotted those from way down here. Wow.
One thing I'm good at, spotting wildlife a long ways away.
All right, we're at our next stop. We got water, we got iced tea, and now we're at the Big Blue Rock.
Yep.
This one is called Blue Basin.
Yeah, I thought it was Blue Cove, but I think there's a Turtle Cove, so I got it mixed up. It's in this Blue Basin.
Are there turtles in Turtle Cove?
Maybe turtle fossils.
Huh. All right, let's go check out the Big Blue Rock. All right, I guess we're not going checking out the Big Blue Rock.
Well, I think we're going into it instead of the overlook.
Oh, are we? All right, let's find out. I guess we're doing Island in Time instead of Blue Basin Overlook.
So are there any prehistoric animals, extinct animals that you wish you could have gotten to see?
Are we talking dinosaurs or Ice Age or?
Anything. Up to a dodo bird.
Dodo bird.
That would have been cool.
Saber-toothed tiger maybe?
Yeah, that would have been epic. That's definitely on my list.
Giant sloth.
Ooh, that would be crazy. I want to see a woolly mammoth. That would have.
Yeah, that would have been cool.
I feel like and just an elephant-like creature here in North America or in the Arctic would have been really, really special.
I don't know if I'd want to see dinosaurs.
Yeah, dinosaurs are kind of, maybe some of like the plant-eating ones. That would have been nice.
Yes.
What else? I feel like there's some other like ones we're missing. It would be like, yeah. I don't know, saber-tooth and woolly mammoth for me because of just being here in North America, but I'm sure there's like some amazing.
I'm sure there's a really obvious one that I'm missing right now, but I can't think of it. You can see it.
The blue-ish basin.
It's a little more green than blue.
Yeah.
It's still cool though.
Yeah, an unusual color for sure.
I feel like when it rains, it's probably a little more blue.
I would imagine.
Blue-green. There's a turtle fossil.
Pretty cool. Doesn't really look like a sea turtle-y place now.
No, it really doesn't. Okay, I have another question for you.
Uh-huh.
Would you rather go millions of years into the future or millions of years into the past?
Past.
Me too. I think the future would
could be
scare me.
unpredictable.
The future would scare me.
Get there, the sun's like melted us or something.
But the past would be really cool to see. I think it'd be really cool to see what the world looked like way back when. It would even be cool to go back to when the dinosaurs were here. But like you're in your own bubble and they can't touch you or see you.
Yeah, I guess safety first.
Safety first.
Oh, this is kind of cool here.
All right, let's do this one last bridge. We said that like 4 bridges ago. We're heading to that mountain way over there.
It's called Strawberry Mountain. It's the tallest mountain in the area. Don't know how far up we're gonna get it on it, but we'll see. Well, we got our Subway and it was delicious as always. And now we are heading up into the Strawberry Mountains. The road at least on iOverland, some of the reviews said don't bother going up there, the road's awful. And this is winter, so there could even be a gate just not allowing us. Who knows? But we're just kind of going for the adventure, I guess. It's beautiful even right here, so I guess we'll see what we get.
Don't buy plastic flowers when I die.
If you've made it this far in the video, thank you so much for watching and hanging out with us. As we take a pause from the Pan American Highway to work and save up so we can keep this adventure going, your support honestly means the world to us. If you're enjoying this episode, please take a second to leave a like and make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss out on the next chapter. And to those of you supporting us through Patreon or YouTube memberships, thank you. You're a huge part of what will help us get back to the Pan American Highway as soon as we can.
Don't buy plastic flowers when I'm gone.
Oh, I just spotted a massive herd of elk up through there.
Oh, yeah. So we pulled over for a second to get a clip of the mountains, and we opened the window and there's a bunch of bird sounds that were really pretty and peaceful.
Meadowlark singing.
And then as soon as we started to try to record them, they all stopped. It was just silent.
We just started laughing.
And then we spotted, well, Will spotted a massive herd of elk over there.
It's really
There's
cool.
so many.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I feel like there should be a moose or elk out in that meadow.
I guess we're not going up Strawberry Mountain.
Well, we'll have to just camp here, I guess.
Oh wow, the air is so much fresher up here.
Yeah, without the...
the junipers.
Yeah. Well, I guess this is our little adventure to get to our campsite. Conveniently, there's a free campground, I guess, right before the road closure place. So we'll camp here. But there's a bit of mud, and it is pretty oozy. So we'll see if we make it.
We'll be fine.
Okay.
We've done worse.
Yeah, remember that in Mexico? Oh my... I don't want to remember that. That was trauma.
We did it. Here's home for the night.
It's pretty nice.
Nice fresh air.
No
Pretty
junipers.
trees. No junipers. My throat is still bugging me from the junipers from
Same.
last night and this morning. So I'm excited to be in this kind of forest instead.
Yeah.
The air's crisp.
Oh, there's even a little outhouse.
Oh wow.
Probably closed for the season.
Is it? You think so?
I'll
Should check.
Oh wow.
It's open and there's toilet paper.
Wow. Surprise! It smelled good actually.
It smelled good.
No, really, because there was like
It's
a
funny
deodorizer in there.
I know, but it's still funny. It smells good. I said that about an outhouse the other day. I think the one in the Sawtooths.
Yeah.
I've said that
Yeah.
one. It smelled
Yeah, it
good.
did. Yeah.
Anyways, we're going for a walk because you can't not go for a walk in a place like this.
Yeah. It's really perfect.
There's a log bridge.
My favorite type of bridge. That's rude.
Hey, don't do that! That's actually scary.
You got what you came.
I'm getting off.
No, come. Come on. Find something? Piece of wood.
These mountains feel truly wild, and somehow they still feel like a secret. Even here in Oregon, a lot of people have never even heard of the Strawberry Mountains. And honestly, I don't know why. They're some of the highest peaks east of the Cascades, with Strawberry Mountain itself rising to 9,038 feet. It was once a volcano, something experts say may have looked a little like Mount Hood, before glaciers carved out these sharp ridges and deep valleys. It's such an incredible place, and I can't wait to come back here in the summer, do some backpacking, and really explore it.
We had a nice evening, made some delicious smoothie. I was able to put the drone up, so that was fun, and now I think it's time to sleep.
It's been a relaxing evening.
We
didn't really do too much after our walk, but we'll do more exploring tomorrow.
Good night.
Good night.
Good morning.
Good morning. How'd you sleep?
Not too bad.
It's really nice not having the junipers to just make us all congested and everything.
Yeah, I haven't coughed much since we've been here. I
Yeah,
think it might finally be gone.
it was just a very peaceful place to sleep with the river and the birds and everything.
Yeah, it was like constant white noise during the night.
Yeah.
It was nice.
Well, this morning, I think we're gonna go for a hike here in a little bit after breakfast. Should be fun. Hopefully we see some cool things.
I'm excited.
How's your oatmeal?
Good.
Nice. This one isn't like that. I remember once we got one that was so sweet it was like unedible.
Oh, yeah, that was not okay. I'm definitely more of like a savory person. Like I will eat dessert before I eat my meal because I enjoy the meal more. I love these mossy rocks. We're going on our little hike this morning. I don't know how far we're gonna go.
Probably like a couple miles or something.
This trail is what, 18? What did you say it was 18
17
miles?
mile round
17
trip.
miles round trip. Yeah, we're not doing that. I am not prepared for an almost 20-mile hike.
Yeah, with like 7,000 feet of elevation gain.
Like that's pretty insane.
This trail definitely has room for some maintenance. We've only gone a little ways and already had to cross like 3 logs.
Some of these trees are massive.
Yeah.
I really like those really big ones. We finally got a glimpse of a mountain, or 2 mountains. Yeah, there's a few back there.
Yeah, they're really pretty. I love all the little chickadee sounds, and it's just so peaceful. And
Nature sounds. We're back at the van now, and we finished our hike. We didn't go for very long. I honestly just didn't feel like climbing a bunch of switchbacks. It was a lot of elevation gain. And there was no destination we were heading to anyways. So, but yeah, when we got back, there was a ton of butterflies, which was insane.
yeah, they're swarming our van. There's probably a dozen at least on our van right now.
Yeah, there's so many of them. I sometimes wonder why they're called butterflies and not flutterbys.
Definitely
It
should
really
be
doesn't make
flutterbys.
I feel like they were originally called flutterbys, and then for some reason they were changed to butterfly, but that could be so wrong. I should look that up.
Yeah, I don't know. I think, yeah, flutterby, butterfly. I think I should start just calling them flutterbys.
Flutterbys, yeah. It makes more sense. Okay, so I researched for a few minutes and I'm not finding anything, and I really don't feel like spending a bunch of time researching. But in a bunch of the results, a lot of people are saying the exact same thing I said, that they heard they were originally called flutterbys.
It's a better name.
I don't know. It could be false information, but it is a better name. Anyways, I think that's it for this week's video.
we have a new destination to head on to. Will has a shoot in another location, so we're gonna head there, and it's gonna be not super exciting. So,
but we've got some cool things coming up, so definitely stay tuned.
And we'll see you next week.
Adios.
Bye.